Hey, Spanish 2, you've done the pre-exercise and now we're talking about the subjunctive, right? This is the reason we got into Spanish in the first place. This is the real stuff we want to be working on, right? Big thing we got to keep in mind with subjunctive, the word que. It's up there too, all right? Que, keep it in mind the entire time. Once you see the word que, meaning that, right? You see the que, you look left. Look left. See K? Look left. All right, this assumes, of course, you know your lefts from your rights. We can do a tutorial later. All right, now, once you look left from the K, you're looking for one of three types of expressions. Playing fast and loose with the truth right now, but only one of three. One of those is going to be expressions of influence, influencia, right? Expressions of emotion, emoción, or expressions of doubt, duda, duda. All right, so what's an example of an expression of influencia? Something like yo quiero que. I want that, right? Wanting something, expressing that influence, okay? Emotion, emoción, estoy triste que, I'm sad, that. And then finally this duda, duda, right? What's an expression of doubt? Yo no pienso que. I don't think that, right? Expressing doubt, duda, duda. Now, right now you're going, Hives, I looked it up, right? You don't need duda, duda, right? One duda will do just fine, okay? So, Hives, what up? What's going on with that, right? Duda, does it really have to be duda, duda? Yes, we're going to have to use duda, duda because there's a little song, right? It's lovely. It's influencia, emoción, duda, duda. Influencia, emoción, duda, duda. Right? You know the tune? Influencia, emoción, duda, duda. Right? So that's why I like the duda, duda. You don't have to do it, but I like it personally. All right, so now, the way the subjunctive works is you've got one subject, right? Subject number one, exercising influence, emotion, or doubt, influencia, emoción, or duda, duda, down on another subject, okay? So this is going to be an instance where I want, or I'm sad, or I don't think that, okay? You, right? So I'm expressing one of those things about you. So this is going to be a yo versus a tu kind of thing. Again, fast and loose with the truth. We're going to have a lot of different subjects, but right now let's just talk about yo versus tu, right? So for instance, if I want that, yo quiero que, right? Tu, right? Me, I'm talking about you. Yo quiero que tú, and this is something we have in our class, right? Every day, I want you to speak Spanish, right? Yo quiero que tú something español, okay? Well, how I go about making the subjunctive, because as you see, I've got my K, I look left from the K, I've got an expression of influence. Well, now I got to make the subjunctive happen. I start with the yo form. Hablo. I take my verb, yo form, hablo. Now, what do I do with the O? I get rid of the O. I don't want the O anymore. Well, what do I do with the O? I'm going to give it to Carl. Carl wants the O, right? So I'm always going to give it to Carl, and eventually his name's going to be like Coarl, or maybe a little bit better for our purposes, like Carlo, right? That'd be kind of cool, right? So, I don't really care what you do. I don't care what you do. He don't care about what you do with the O. You just got to get rid of it, okay? So, once you start with the hablo, you get rid of the O. That leaves you with your stem, hablo. Right? So it's an AR verb, and for the world of the subjunctive, everything goes haywire, right? It's backwards. So all of a sudden, hemos, en, right? It's an AR verb, but it's going to have these opposite-looking type endings, right? So for instance, yo quiero que tú hables. Right? We took the O off of the hablo, right, and put on that other weird ending, hables, right? So this could happen with ER verbs and IR verbs as well. For instance, yo quiero que tú, right, in class, I want you to learn, and I want you to write. Well, how do I make that happen? With an ER-IR verb, right, same deal, but my endings are different. So with ER and IR, all of a sudden, I'm in this world of as, amos, and an. Same deal. I start with my yo form, aprendo, escribo, right? I give those over to Carl, whose name's getting a little bit weird. We're at Carlu now, right? And Carl's like, what's going on, man? ¿Qué pasó? Right? And so we're like, you know, Carl, you're lucky to be a part of this whole thing to begin with, right? And so I get to my idea of yo quiero que tú aprendas, yo quiero que tú escribas. Yo form, drop the O, give it to Carl, put on the opposite ending, right? So that was my expression of influence, influencia, yo quiero que. An expression of emoción. Yo estoy triste que, okay, yo estoy triste que tú, and then you're not speaking Spanish in class. He gets a little bit sad, right? So, yo estoy triste que tú no. Well, I take my verb hablar, yo form, hablo, drop the O, and I get to, yo estoy triste que tú no hables. Estoy triste que tú no hables. Subject number one, subject number two is you, and yo estoy triste que tú no hables, right? So that's emoción. Now, duda, duda, right? Yo no pienso que, right? I don't think that. That's all my doubt coming up. Yo no pienso que, expressing my duda, duda. So, I don't think you're studying a whole lot. Yo no pienso que tú, and I want to use the verb estudiar. It's an AR verb. So, of course, Yo form, estudio, drop the O, give it to Carlo, right? And then I'm up with yo no pienso que tú estudies. Yo no pienso que tú estudies, right? I'm doubting it. I don't think you're studying a lot, right? So, recapping this whole subjunctive thing, the word que, right? That's the big one, que. It's up there the whole time. Once I see the que, I look which way? Left, right? I go left, and what am I looking for? You know, one of three things: influencia, emoción, or duda. Sing it with me one time: influencia, emoción, duda, right? It'll be easy, right? So once I know I've got a situation that needs a subjunctive, I get my yo form of the verb. I drop the O. I give it over to Carl, who's really excited now. Me llamo Carlo, right? Carl, right? And once I have that stem, the O is gone. With an AR verb, es, hemos, en. ER-IR verb, as, amos, an. It's a little bit backwards, and oddly enough, that makes it a little bit easier to remember. Page 108 in your textbook. That's a good place to be. It's got some rules, right? An even better place to be is in this classroom, 7:20 a.m. Let's talk it through, all right? Muchas gracias, hasta luego, y mucha suerte.